Hello everybody, this is Mr. Truffles bringing you a gameplay commentary. We're playing Dome, and the game type is Domination. I'm using the Model 1887. I forgot exactly what attachments, not attachments, proficiencies. Because I forgot that the Model 1887 does not have any attachment whatsoever, even though it has a 2 attachment proficiency. But that's besides the point, that's not what I wanted to talk about. What I want to talk to you about today is a little thing called Black Ops 2. Now, I don't know much information on it. I'm not going to be one of those awesome guys that have all this information. They're up to date. But I just watched the new gameplay from it on the LA mission because they premiered it at E3. Blah 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 blah. Suffice to say, it looks pretty interesting. I noticed a few things. A few of the old guns are back. I saw the Vector on the floor a few times. I saw the Type that's returning. But I also noticed that from what I heard, that there's going to be a lot of guns in this game. Specifically speaking, I think this is going to be the Call of Duty with the most variety of weapons in each class of gun, from assault rifle all the way down to pistol. That I'm excited for it because sometimes in Call of Duty games they can get a bit stale, you know, the weapons, because everyone uses them over and over again. And usually they use them because they do quite well with them. They're high damage, they're high this, they're high that, so people use them because they want to do well. But a lot of guns get overlooked, especially, you know, even in Modern Warfare 3, things like the PM9 get overlooked, things like the Model 1887, which I'm using in this game right here. You see a lot of people using like MP7s, you know, AK-47s, SCAR-Ls, ACRs, you know, and they're all they're great weapons. They've been proven to the test of time to be quite well. But I noticed, yeah, a lot of people, they use the same stuff. They don't want to branch out, you know, for fear of going negative, you know, because, you know, I gotta worry about my KD. I gotta get the AC-130. I gotta get this. I gotta get that. So seeing that Treyarch is going to implement a lot of new weapons in the game, a lot of new versions of old weapons. I just hope to God that they bring back the AK-47 because it's been in every Call of Duty game since COD 4. Excluding World at War, because that's, you know, they went back to World War 2. But it was in COD 4, it was in Modern Warfare 2, it was in Black Ops, it was in Modern Warfare 3. So I hope that Treyarch keeps the train and at least they put the new version of the AK out, because I'm a huge fan of the AK-47. That is like my favorite gun to use in this game so far. So yeah, I just wanted to talk about that for a quick second. Also, I noticed from what they've told, you're gonna have a lot more choice in campaign. You know, for certain aspects, like in the gameplay that they reveal, you could either snipe on top of the highway for cover fire, or you could rappel down and actually protect the person, you know, in the fight in the dirt. You know, which that looks like a lot of fun. You know, because before, all the Call of Duty games have been heavily scripted. You know, to the point where you really have nothing to do but just wait until you kill all the enemies and then move forward. But seeing that you can now have a little bit of choice in it, and I've also heard, this may not be true, when they may remove it by the time this is up, or by the time the game is released, that certain choices that you make during the game, whether or not, hypothetically speaking here, if you choose to save someone and not someone else, your ending will change. Like, you'll have a different outcome than someone else who chose to save the other person. Which, I'm really excited to see that, because again, Call of Duty has been very heavily scripted. This is our story, you play from A to B with no leeway. Now you get it, even though it's still A to B, but now you have A, you know, in between you have A.1 or A.2. You know, you can choose either or. Which also allows people to go back and play the campaign again to see a different ending. Something that I've seen in other games, like, I know that Mass Effect 3 has that. Even something as what brings to mind a couple of years back, Red Dead Redemption. If you shot a certain person in a certain order in the last mission, you got a continued story or a different outcome. You know, and that's fun because, you know, people can go back and say, hey, I did this and hey, I did that, so now let's switch and you do this one and I'll do that one. Which brings a lot of replay value, which brings a lot of people are going to go back and play the game constantly, which is something that, you know, as a game company you want. Also, I also heard that they're going to sort of reinvent zombies mode, because, you know, Treyarch is known for doing zombies, which has always been something that people have loved ever since World at War. which is kind of fun. The origin story of that is that it was never actually meant to be as such a phenomenon that it was. It was meant to be a little Easter egg for Call of Duty fans. Just at the end of World at War, like, hey, here's a little fun. You can go play with your friends and blah blah blah, have a good time. But it was so much a demand for it that they had to keep releasing stuff. And last in 2011, at the end of the last map pack for Black Ops, you went to the moon and you practically blew up the Earth. So all the civilization is dead. I would like to see how they sort of reinvent zombies again. Also, I heard there's going to be like there's this rumor going around that there's going to be a specific game type in zombies where you're going to have a team of 4 people versus a team of 4 people all against zombies. They're not going to kill themselves. But to see who can get the best score or something like that, I'm not really sure. But that sounds a lot of fun, And then that sounds interesting to me because now you can be like, okay, 4 on 4 versus how many zombies? Let's see who can kick the most ass. That sounds cool, Something different, something unique. I like how Treyarch is sort of saying, okay, the mold for Call of Duty has become stale, as seen in Modern Warfare 3. But we can. We want to be different than Infinity War. We want to be different than Sledgehammer Games. We want to come up with our own stuff. And now we're really going to do that. We're no longer using the formula for that Infinity War set out. We're going to come up with our own stuff. We're going to reinvent multiplayer, from what I heard. They're going to add a whole new features, whole new perks, whole new system for how things work. They're bringing back the point streak from what I've seen. What I've been told by some close friends. But they're going to bring back the point streak, and now, depending on what action you're doing, let's say you're capping a neutral flag, you'll get 1 point. If you're capping your own flag, you'll get like 1 point. If you're capping an enemy flag now, from what I heard, you get 2 points to your kill streak. That sounds like a lot of fun. That I like that because it now promotes, okay, in previous games it's, if I play the objective, I'm probably going to die, so I'm not going to get kill streaks. Now it's, if I play the objective, I am going to get my kill streak. It's going to help me. So yeah, let me go and cap that flag. Let me go and plant the bomb. Let me go defuse the bomb. Let me go do something for the team that's going to help me as well. Which I think is something that Treyarch has come to the realization about, because a lot of people play Call of Duty lone wolf. It's just me, what I can get out of it. Forget the team because they're not going to help me. They're not going to do anything for me. But now they're saying, okay, we can't fix that. That's a mentality that people have since it's Call of Duty. Well, let's take that and let's bring the team. Let's make them have to do the team effort. So there's a reward for playing the objective, which is something that I admire. Because Infinity Ward and Sledgehammer Games, they haven't really done that. They try to with the point system that you get. When you're capping an enemy objective or you're playing the game the way it's supposed to be played, you'll get a point. But that's not really enough. It's not enough incentive to get people to move, to get out there, to do something for the team. And I'm a big team player myself. You may not always see that in my gameplay, but 95% of the time in my games, even if I'm on a kill streak, you'll see, in future gameplays of mine. If I'm on a kill streak and we're losing heavily, and my teammates are like, "Yo, help me cap a flag," I'll jump on the flag. Even if I die, I'll jump on the flag. Because to me, I want to be seen as a team player. I want to be seen as somebody that's going to go out there. And do something, sacrifice himself, even though, yeah, I do like to get kills. Who doesn't? I'm not gonna lie. Getting kills is fun. Getting kill streaks is excellent. It's amazing. It feels so good. But if you're just gonna get the kill streaks and not win, then there's no real point to it. Then there's no real point in sitting down, for how long you play, whether by yourself or with, a party, and going and having a good time, because no one wants to lose. First off, no one wants to do that. It's boring, it sucks, it doesn't feel good, and you feel embarrassed. Especially when it's a crushing victory, when you know you could have done something about it, but you were just too lazy, and all your teammates are telling, "Yo, help me with this, help me with that, help me cap a flag," and like, "No, I'm going on a mob kill streak. I'm 15-0, and you're camping in the corner, and you're just waiting, and you're just waiting, and you're just waiting, and the end of the game comes, and you die. You're 18. Or let's for example, let's say you're 23-0, you die, you're 23-1, and you lost 86 to 200. Now, what kind of game is that? No one's gonna like it. You're gonna feel, "Oh man, I almost got my mo, but I didn't." Your teammate's gonna be yelling at you. The other team's gonna be, giving it name calls. Hopefully not, but they probably will. And no one wants it. No one likes that. So I like to see that that Treyarch is starting to finally really step into their role as a game developer, especially game developer working on Call of Duty, because World at War was good, but it worked off of the stuff that it worked on in COD 4. Black Ops was okay. A lot of people didn't like it. The only reason I didn't like it is because it got boring at the end. but that's beside the point, really. But they were pretty much doing the same thing that Modern Warfare 2 did, but they went to the opposite extreme of Modern Warfare 2 and made it sort of too balanced in some ways, where it kind of got stale and repetitive. And then Modern Warfare 3 came out, you know, not that great of a game. I mean, yes, it's pretty good, you do have fun with it, but I feel at this point that Call of Duty has sort of just become, sort of, how can I say? And I had thought this so well out before. It's sort of, people play it because they have no other choice. There's not really another game out there that's on par with the level that Call of Duty has become, how hype it's become. The pedestal has been raised so much, apparently, that there's no other game that can sort of match it. So it's nice to see that Infinity Ward is sort of slowing down, sort of stepping down off their pedestals, going away, kind of, sort of. And Treyarch is starting to come in, saying, okay, now it's our turn to step in the spotlight, it's our turn to redefine Call of Duty, and make it our own. Make it our own game that people will enjoy and say, hey, this is a gaming company, this is a Call of Duty developer that's to be noticed, you know. So, I guess that's all I really want to talk about. I kind of went off topic from what I had planned, but I can see that this gameplay is sort of getting ready to slow down. I'm not sure how the outcome is. I know I did, okay, I had a couple of good moments, you know, but I could have done better. I really could have. I always say, you know, you should play the objective, but I don't always. I try, but I don't always do it. Whether or not I forget to do it, sometimes that happens. Sometimes, every single time I try to go for the flag, I get stopped, you know, but that can't be helped. It really can't. So I guess this gameplay is winding down to a close. Thank you for watching. Remember to subscribe, and I'll see you all next time.